when I was growing up, I wanted to be many things. I wanted to be the secretary of the president, so the State House opens, you can give me a shout. And I wanted to be a neurocardiac surgeon, but I'd be talking half the time, on the operating table, so I didn't end up there. I also wanted to be a lawyer. I like arguing, but you can ask my husband. So I wanted to be a lawyer, but I didn't end up being a lawyer. Then when it came time to go to campus, I signed up to do BCom, and then of course when I got there, the maths grades were not looking BCom-ish. So they quickly sent me to communications. I hated it for the first term. I didn't want to do communications. I thought it was a very cheap course. But way before being all those things, wanting to do all those things, I remember watching one Coca-Cola commercial called Tomorrow's People when I was around 7 years old, 1984, around 84, 85. I was around 7 years old, so that tells you how old I am. I watched this one commercial, and these kids, in another life I sing, so in this commercial, a lot of you are too young. Remember that, but there were this group of children who would walk into a library. There were kids from all over the world, and they were singing about how they wanted to, they were the future of the world, they were the hope of their nations. Now at 7, you don't know that those kids don't know how to cook, right? But I thought that they did. So I kept on saying, I want to be like those kids, just because of the way they sang. They sang really, really well. The interesting thing is that 25 years to that commercial, I started my job in the Coca-Cola company. I can't say that I proactively, what I mean, like you shut everything down and that's what you're going for. No, because in between that ad and when I got a job, I wanted to be all those things that I told you about. Okay? And then I got the job and I thought, now I'm right. I need really, if you work for Coke, where else can you go? And just think about it. It's the world's most valuable brand. The world's most, what shall I say? It's the second most known word in the world after okay. Okay? Yeah? We have, you're in 206 countries. You have 500 beverage products, 3,500. I don't even know what. We have so many, I mean, you know the Coca-Cola company, it's huge. The brand Coca-Cola alone is a $90 billion brand. It's worth $90 billion. I know we hear scandals of Golden Bank, but this is like, if it was a scandal, it would be one big scandal. So I thought I had a right. Then I met up with, I had this collision with some people who were talking about your life's purpose. What on earth are you doing? And it wasn't a book, no, I just met somebody who used to teach about it. So I enrolled in this course and I started learning about. So the bottles go in, they're cleaned thoroughly, and after that they begin to, arrange themselves in this machine where they go in, and they are labeled and they are filled with whatever the beverage is at the time, and then they are packed and they come out on the other side where they are packed into crates, and after they are packed into crates, then they are sent out to the shops and the supermarkets and all these other places, and then you go and buy it and you drink it. That bottle hasn't achieved its purpose until you put your mouth to the mouth of the bottle. Okay? So for me, I thought that I had arrived, I had reached at the mouth. Actually, I hadn't. I was at the washing phase. I was still being sorted. And in my profession, as a communications practitioner, to actually lobby for certain either amenities or certain laws that will enable children with disabilities in general to operate on a level playing field with other children. So that's my dream. So if I'm just to give you a takeout of, lessons from my journey, is that everybody's path is different. So your story and your story are very different stories. So you cannot say, because so and so got there in 2 days, then I must get there in 2 days. Some of us will be born into it, others of us will grow into it, and others of us will be, our behinds will be kicked into it, but what you need to do is to get into it. Whatever you do, just get on the road. Okay? And every step, I think if we shall I say, if you took God's eye view on your life, then you stop seeing things as incidents. You know what I mean? You start realizing that all these things, like the bottling journey, are steps that are taking you to where you're supposed to be. If you think about, shall I say, if you think about Jesus, for example, if he never did that first miracle of turning water into wine, all the other miracles would not have happened. They were all pegged on his obedience to this one, because it was the first one. Okay, the Chinese, I think it's the Chinese, everything is now because of the Chinese. They say that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. It passes the Chinese because of the roads. So they say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. If you didn't take the first step out of your bed, you will not be here. You see? So even those who are in between, or I'm about to leave, or I'm looking for, that first step is the first step to where you're going. Okay? The second thing is that your dream cannot be pegged on temporal things. If it is, then I think you need to evaluate it. So if your dream is to become the richest guy, just for the sake of being the richest guy, then I think once you get rich, please lie down and die, because now your work is complete. Ruby right now should be somewhere sleeping 6 feet under, but he's not. He's always dreaming for something else. So your dream cannot be pegged on temporal stuff that will die. It's going to be pegged on things that are eternal, that will outlive you, things, how do you say, that are not about you, are about others. And I think Andy will talk maybe a little bit more about that. But it cannot be that you live for yourself. Your purpose is not really a waste of, it's a waste of God's intelligence. It's really a waste of your, you've really taken up God's space for nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if I'm to give you an example, all of us, even our children and our children's children, will keep talking about Mother Teresa for the rest of our lives. But the reason we talk about her is because she invested in things that last. When you invest in people, you invest in legacy. Mother Teresa was not rich. I'm sure if you were to do a poverty index, she'd be like number one on the poverty index. But that was in terms of material wealth. But when it came to human capital, she was the richest on the human index, on the wealth index. So invest in things that last. I think the third thing is that if you're not sure about what on earth you are here for, and actually I should have begun with this question, but maybe in preparation for Andy, is if there was one thing that you could do that you knew you could not fail, what is that thing? So if you had all the money in the world, you can just blink and go to South America if you want today, shoot a soap, come back, whatever. You're just living large, you're happy. What is that thing that you would be doing? If you could do one thing and you would not fail, what would be that thing? What is it? And if you don't know what it is, then your dreams or your desires are like, if you read, actually what they call Hansel and Gretel, who were dropping bread to mark the road. Those are indicators of where you should go. So I'll give you an example. Like being in communications, whereas when I joined the university to study communications, I was not happy about it. When I look back, if you check all my report forms, all of them, Stella is a very intelligent girl, but she's always talking. My mother called me Stella storyteller. I really hated that term. But now today we sit back with her and we laugh and laugh because I make out of a living out of corporate storytelling. I've just told you the book story. Did you realize that? So, those things, those little things, go back, ask your folks, like, what is this one thing that stood out about me when I was doing that? That's an indicator of where you're supposed to go. Because people think that you come to this world to get credentials. You're born, you have to go to university to get credentials. You are already born with your credentials. You already come with your credentials stuck under your arm. It's just that they're invisible, we don't see them. The nurse does not see them when she's delivering you. You see what I mean? You came already packaged for what you're supposed to do. It's not something that you will acquire along the way. You already come fully loaded. You have those things are fully loaded. You already come fully loaded. So your journey is to discover what those things are and then get on with it. So things that make you very excited, very happy, like an excitement that is uncontainable, things that make you really mad, like maybe you watch a story on, like for me, if I hear a story about somebody who's mistreating an underdog, or mistreating kids, especially children who already, children already are not strong enough to defend themselves, but a child who is physically challenged, and then you're mistreating them, that thing just makes me mad. So start seeing what triggers extreme happiness in you to the point of maybe tears, or triggers extreme anger in you to the point of you feel like you want to act, it's just that you don't even know where to start. Start noting those things down, because those are just little breadcrumbs along the journey. I keep saying Vision 2030 is a one-sided document. It only talks about the government's commitment to you as the citizens. We will build you a road here, we'll create, like the southern bypass is near my house. Okay? So we'll create the southern bypass, we'll build Kansas City and all that stuff. That is only one half, because Kenya is not the government, isn't it? Kenya is you. Because there are people, many times, I've seen people of my age, people who are born the same time as me, some who are younger, some who are very old, and their days have come and they've gone. And to wrap up that thought, there's a song, I think you know the song, it's called Three Wooden Crosses. It's a country song that says, it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you, it's what you leave behind you when you go. So I leave you with that thought. So as you dream, just remember, what am I going to leave behind me when I